People, good evening, people. We have Craig on the show and things. So, Craig, good evening, man. Welcome to the show, man. I just speak to you and thing. I hope you make sure you recover, you drink a whole heap of water and things. So, sorry for bother you and thing in your time. So, Craig, what more I ask, how you feel about our chance going into this Gold Cup with this coach, Hallgrímsson?
I think the coach is a very good coach. I think he's very open to listening and very motivational, charismatic. And I think that he will be able to get the team working together, you know. Mm-hmm. I like his style, and I think that he's strong. He's not a weak person. He has balls, so I think he will be able to put a good team together. And when you look at what's available, what he has put together, the team that he has, you know, Gray is there, right?
Yeah, man. He will be there. Everything ready for him to think. So he will be there.
Yeah,
how you feel about Leon Bailey, friend that played him at Liverpool? You think with Bailey and him on one side, you know, that's going to be a firepower Mikel Antonio down the middle for the team?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be super. I think the fact that he has those players, and then you have even young Whisper. If he gets a chance to come in, he's dynamic, strong, powerful, and I think that Leon will do exceptionally well. He's been doing well towards the end of the season with Aston Villa, man of the match a couple times well, and Demarai Gray is a very good player as well. So they know each other from before, and you know, Mikel Antonio is coming off this win with the Conference League, and you know, Damian Lowe is there, and Pinnock, and yeah, I think if any problems you'll have is probably the midfield a little bit, but I think that the coach will have a plan for that midfield. You know, the only thing that they need to do is ensure that they get the transition quick. You know, move it from defense quickly to the wingers and the strikers. You know, don't play side back. Get it to Leon and Demarai Gray and Bobby Reed is there too, though.
Yeah, Bobby Reed will be there.
Yeah, so you get it to them guys and make them do them thing. You know, make them lose 20 balls. Yeah, and beat the opponent 10 times and score 5 goals. You know, but don't make it be a situation where you're giving them 5 balls and then you're expecting them to do miracles. Give them the opportunity to be creative, get the ball to them, which is what I think Paul Hall had in mind before, and that's why Leon played well under Paul Hall. Yeah. Get the ball to them as quickly as possible, you know, and not long ball either, but you know, to feet or to space.
Yeah, and you speak about Paul Hall. I think the best we see Bailey, because Paul Hall just say, hey, I'm building this team about Bailey. This is all about Bailey. Just give them, man, just tread them ball through the space. You know what I mean? Put it on the feet, down the middle. And I think Bailey, Paul Hall get the best out of Bailey. You can see in the last 3 games that we played in Jamaica when Paul Hall was the coach. But I'm expecting something similar like that. Something similar like that. Especially we have Gray. That will not only the car. Normally we only have Bailey, and you know they know Bailey is a Premier League player. They will double team him. Now they will think twice to double team him, right? Because they're going to say, okay, if we double team him, or we're going to leave space for Demarai Gray, or we're going to leave space for Mikel Antonio. So I think this front three would have more dangerous. But Coach Butler, you're always talking about playing these troopers. What do you think Jamaican best way to get the bet? Because I don't think we can play like the Spaniard. I will never think Jamaica will play like that. I think we need to use our speed, just, you know, quick transition from midfield from defense to midfield up top, and give our striker them a best chance. I don't know how you feel about that. That is our
Have
strength.
You ever seen Phoenix play? Yeah, I watch any
Mona.
games.
I see Mona spring always, just not bouncing this bag of bouncing, but they just get to the point. They play to their strength, their speed, they're quick, they're strong. So yeah.
And that system is what really needs to be played. You need to get the ball to Leon Bailey. You need to get the ball to Demarai Gray. You need to play off of Mikel Antonio. Play to him body and make him late and move again. Get the crosses in, and Antonio and Shamar Nichols and them guys will do a good job, you know. So the key, as I say, and then if you have young Whisper coming in, trust me, you're going to have a dynamic player, you know. So it's not about the fact that Whisper is my player or anything, or Leon is my player, or I rate them are great. We just have that firepower right now, and that's our best strengths, you know. One gone to Chelsea, one day Everton, one day Aston Villa, and they have a hammer up front, you know, with Mikel Antonio. So rather than try to play side, back, and keep possession of the ball, what we need to do is to make, you know, the transition go from maximum 6 passes must result in a shot on goal or an offensive danger, you know, whether it be a cross, you know, end product is what I like to call it. We must get some end product out of the build-ups, not try to keep possession and invite risk. Because we as a nation, we're pretty much indisciplined, you know. So if we kind of play the ball around, we're going to make mistakes. We need to get the ball quickly forward, and then we take on the players. Because if you get the ball to Leon 10 times, 5 times out of 10, he's going to beat the man. And if you go 5 times out of 10, and him get that cross in there and get a shot off, then that's 5 shots. And can score 2 of them, then win 2 love. You understand? So it's the same for everybody else that are attacking players. And that's what we need to do. I mean, and the coach believes in him, and that is important. If the coach believes in him, and the coach believes in attacking football through these players, you know, if you look at his history, he really has played more of a defensive team to qualify for the World Cup with Iceland, right? He played more defense. But he's slowly but surely realizing, especially when he comes and look at the young Phoenix team train, he's realizing that, look, if we play more offense and quick conversion, I'm sure we'll do well. And he's a very good coach. I rate him. It's the first time in my life since Simoes that I can say I actually believe in our coach in Jamaica. You know, I like Paul Hall. I think he has good qualities. I don't think he got a full chance. But Jaime is really charismatic, like Rene. You know, I mean, he goes and he watches training, and if he sees a player that is really good, he's not going to leave him out just because he's not from any of the other people's clubs. He's going to pick him. And that's what I like about him. I mean, it really has hope for Jamaica, you know.
What about him assistant coach? What about him assistant coach? Is he good too? Because, you know, doing my research, he's a good coach.
Yeah, man. Good coach. Motivational. He called in about 5 Phoenix players for under 20 training one day. And when I saw the way that he got all those players to be enjoying the game and how he got them to do what he wanted, you know, I like him as well, you know. The good thing, you know, when you get coaches like that is they have no bias. They have no,
attachment or nobody in them ears.
Attachment to the club or whatever. If you come in them ears, it don't matter. Because guess what? If they don't win, they're going to lose their job. And so they're going to pick the best players to play. And once that happens, I have no problem because I know that the Phoenix youth them really are top talents, you know?
Yeah. So you expect to see Whisper in the Gold Cup squad?
Well, have they called the squad yet? Have they?
Them haven't called the squad yet and thing, but you know, to a lot of people see a post on Instagram that Whisper in the Gold Cup squad. I don't know, or just the.
Well, he got his traveling documents. He's going on Sunday with everybody. I mean, not Sunday. I think he's gotten his like they make reservations for them already. So hopefully he'll get an opportunity. The thing is, for me, this is a very big step for Whisper. You know, if he can get into that squad, he'll be able to show. And the thing about Whisper is that he's a player that is 6'4", you know, talented with both feet, powerful, can change gears. You know, you want a young kid like that, you know. And, you know, the difference between a lot of other countries and us is we like to bury young players. We like to say, listen, make him wait, make him wait. Pele played at 17 for Brazil. Messi played young too. Maradona played young. All the great talents, Paolo Maldini played young for Italy. You know, all the great countries that did well in football always had a young talisman that they brought in when he was younger and had him grow into the position of leadership. You know? So if they never give Messi a chance early, he wouldn't be as great as he is today.
That's true.
You know, he got a chance to play with people. Can you imagine Whisper playing with Leon and playing with Demarai and playing with Shemar Nicosta, Mikel Antonio, and learning from them? You must learn to have succession planning. It's like me. I have my little daughter Casey who I teach for the longest while about sports management and how to deal with players. I introducing her to all the agents around the world and clubs and so. I'm doing that to make sure that I have a succession plan. So after Shelley and I and Laura are tired and we don't want to go no more, we have that next generation ready to roll. Yeah, but you can't, if you don't give them the exposure early, they won't have the experience. You know?
But so Craig, you know, a lot of fans have a lot of concern about Whisper in the team, and this is the reason why they said, oh, Manning Cup done long time. Training is different from playing games. What you have to tell the fans, them say, hey, people, if Whisper going to be in the squad, he will be fit, he will be ready, he's playing a lot of game with the Phoenix. What would you tell to convince the fans them to say, oh, I'm not playing in what I call it, games, real match game, in the real game?
Let's do some real math, yeah?
Yeah.
Phoenix trains 4 times during the week, double session, morning and evening.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chelsea has been coming down, sending coaches down to work with him to make sure that he's ready for their preseason. Yeah? So he will be going to America with them for their preseason as well. We play games every week.
Okay. So I mean, good condition, you say, Mr. Butler.
The man is a machine.
Okay.
Machine. Cannot tire. I'm telling you, I can guarantee he's probably going to be in better condition than the players that are coming into the Gold Cup squad. You know? When you look at some of the players that are there, don't you have some players that are not playing as regularly?
Yeah, they get break like over 2 weeks. I got 3 weeks now. Some of the league them finished, so them probably
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Whisper train up to today. Whisper train.
Okay.
You understand? Plus, he's on a program with Chelsea that, apart from my training, have to follow their program too.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. So it's good to have clarity, you know. That's why I'm asking that question, because a lot of fans are concerned. So you saying these things, I hope the fans, you know, have a different thought and all of them stuff. With the people them say, but him not playing a game, Manning Cup done long, but as they say, he might follow Chelsea routine.
I'll tell you something. Manning Cup actually affected his fitness, because they don't train at KC the way we train. So if you ever go to KC 2-3 days a week to train for Manning Cup, if not getting the training that we get at Phoenix. Remember in at Phoenix, you know, after training, the man might run 6 back-to-back 400 meters, you know. You understand? Because what we want to build is players that when we're trying to sell a player and transfer a player, we are selling a brand that says we have sprinters that are great at football. Yeah, because that's what they're looking to buy. They're not looking to buy, you know, smart midfielders from us. They have that in England. They have that in Europe. They want the player that can change the game, the player that can run at you with the ball, change the game, and score goals. So we make sure that we train our players for that. You understand?
Yeah.
So Whisper ready, man. More than ready.
Okay, fair enough. So what are the plans for Bailey? What are the plans for Bailey this summer? Because have a good season. Your Conference League next year. Or Conference League or Europa League. I think Europa League they finished seven they finished, right? Or 8. Oh, Conference League. Conference
7.
League. 7 Europa League them up then, man. A team that finished 8 of 7. They're going to play Europa League next year. That's a big achievement for Aston Villa. Unai Emery, they came in and think.
Well, when you look at the math, you have to realize that this is the best that Aston Villa has done in over 10 years, right? And Leon, under Emery, has really gotten several man of the match performances, assists, and performing really well. And Leon, I think he has done the adjustment part of the Premier League, and he has shown that he has the quality and he can consistently push it out. So this coming season, if we don't move him, then I think he will do really, really well at Aston Villa. Yeah.
I think since Bailey came back, a Conference League game going to play is fifth and 6th get for the people that might correct me. So a Conference League they're going to play, which is good, said we can West Ham win the Conference League, good competition. So they will be in Europe. But Mr. Butler, I think Bailey has been playing well. I think his work rate has improved big time since Unai Emery coming. Going back, he's coming back, but he's going forward. I think him find the right form and the stamina to play and get adjusted to the Premier League. So it has been good.
One of the things that Emery is very good at is getting the players to understand what he wants from them.
Yeah.
And utilizing them in the best way. I think how he's been utilizing Leon has made him very, very effective in the team.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, Mr. Butler, I know you're not feeling well. Hope you can feel better tomorrow and thing. And just take it easy. You seen, sir?
Yeah, man, no problem.
All right,
that was our last training session with Whisper and the team.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to, bless him up for when him traveling and thing, already.
Yeah, this is a big achievement for you, Craig, to know that you have 2 players, 2-star players that in the national team. I'm so happy for you because, you've been putting out the work and things, so this is a big success. You know what I mean? How many clubs in Jamaica say they can have 2 players who develop under you playing for the national team?
I'll tell you something. You don't see nothing yet because we have some really, really top talented players that are in the academy now that can easily make the jump, and coaches looking at them, and as I said, he'll make decisions based on the quality of the player, nothing else. And that's what I like about him.
Yeah.
Nothing else. He's a real man.
One thing may I beg you. I beg you. May I tell you. You see, a lot of people giving you your credit. You have to these coaches have balls, him respectfully, him come at the academy and all of them things. But I hope when things not go your way, say, the coach should have bring Whisper, they could have the same energy. You see, your support to the coach is massive. You understand? Because you is a man that have a lot of fans out there. So when you come out and say you bash the coach, your fans them start bash the coach and things. So I like where I get the coach credit, but when things not go your way, I hope you still support him. And just an example, like the Mexico game. The coach say, hey, listen, you have a whole heap of thing going on. Football in reason, I'm just going to make him focus. Now you see my bring him go to Austria. So I hope you keep the same energy. I beg you. See, sir?
Yeah, but when he didn't pick him for the Mexico game, we didn't have a problem.
Really? You say, him ready, him fitting on the personal reason, him ready and Ray, and
Yeah, but listen.
Kyla say,
listen now.
If you are built for the future, we left out Whisper and all of them things there. Yeah.
Well, I can't speak for Kyle.
No, but he's a part of the management team, though.
Yes, but listen now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to listen very carefully to me.
Yeah.
The reality is, right?
Mm-hmm.
My job is to be a zealous advocate for my client. Zealous mean really aggressive, serious. Yeah.
Mm.
Advocate meaning I must advocate for them.
Yeah.
And they're my clients. So if I believe that they're good enough, then I'm going to push. That's my job to push.
Okay.
What kind of manager would I be if I sit down and I say, yeah, man, let the coach bench him. I'm not good.
But you have a great relationship with the coach.
Yeah.
You don't think the coach are going to say, hey, Butler, we have a good understanding.
I don't necessarily believe that that decision was made to leave out Whisper out of the Mexico thing entirely by the coach. You get me? But at the same time, that is my personal opinion.
I disagree with you on that, man.
Listen. That's not my position to choose. It's his job to choose.
Okay.
Yeah? So whatever the reasons that he chooses, that's his job to choose.
Okay.
My job is to make my player as ready as possible and to advocate for him, to speak on his behalf.
Okay.
Yeah? Or you would rather Leon and Whisper talking and say, yo, the coach leave me out for the team. Everybody would say they're disrespectful. That's why I have a manager to do that job. And if everybody want to point fingers or cuss the manager, that's fine, because that's his job. That's what George Mendes did. That's what Pinizar did. That's what Managerial did.
Yeah.
And that's my job.
Yeah, I'm always a fight for
player.
I can't understand coming from your perspective as an agent. So we just see listen, I want the best for my client. And that's my job. That's what I get paid for. So you're right about that.
Exactly.
You're right about that.
So what you want me to do? Me must say, yeah, man, Whisper not ready for Mexico.
No, I don't want to say that.
Ready.
But Butler, once you start, once you start, the coach, the fans, them are going, it's like a wildfire you set on, Bridget.
No, look, my job, is my job, as I say, is to do the best for my clients. And the biggest part of it too is that I really love Jamaica. I really, really love Jamaica. I'm a patriot. You understand? You have to look back at my history, and as a young youth, I always wanted to be a top player for my country. Love Jamaica. Yeah, in my heart, the flag of Jamaica is right there. So I'm never ever going to say, listen, go and play for another country, or look at the situation with Qatar and Whisper. Yeah, and all the money that was being offered for him to go to a different country and play for a different country and get citizenship for them. Yeah, I refuse to do that. No matter how much money it came with. There are just some things that money can't buy. A loyalty to country is one. When Whisper and Leon and Bobby and all of those play for Jamaica, they're not playing for the JFF. They're playing for all those fans. They're playing for their little brothers and sisters. They're playing for all the people of the country that believe in them. You understand?
Yeah.
So it should never be a situation where, Whisper, not ready for. No, of course he's ready. He's 17 plus, he's ready. And he's not just a normal 17-year-old. The man is a monster. He's a monster, you know. His size 14 shoes, the man wearing a boss.
14?
Brother Bravo, so call him foot, you know.
14? Whoa.
What do you mean? Leon Bailey is the most aggressive footballer I've ever seen here. He does not back down. He does not give up. Look how many injuries Leon get and come back. It reminds me a lot of Robin. Yeah? I come back quick. Because he don't want to wait. He wants to be there. Yeah. You know? So he's going to do a good job for Jamaica, Leon. And I think that the squad that's out there now.
No squad, no out, Butler. Them take down back the squad.
Eh?
Yeah, man. The profit is that the squad never out, man. It's just a 50 player that register for the Gold Cup. Them 50 player there, them register.
Yeah.
And then they're going to cut it down. They're going to cut it down to they probably cut it down to 30, and then after them went and played the 2 practice game in Austria, they probably cut it down to 23. So the squad now, them take down the squad. Them take it down.
Okay.
So you probably see the full squad tomorrow come out or so.
Yeah, but I think that a lot of players have gotten their communications as to travel and all of that by now.
Yeah, because Whisper
so
get
they wouldn't know. I'm not going to say that on the air.
No,
what I do know though.
No, I don't mean like both for call up. I know exactly. I tyranny and all of them things there for travel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I try to avoid I really tried my best to avoid the scrutiny and people say Butler talk. I mean the other day we have a little show about I start on my thing and I had this English player on and Zander was speaking about the differences in development in England versus Jamaica, Phoenix and Germany versus Phoenix. And by the time I'm sure finished, a little brother named JD or whatever, jump on him show and start talking about Butler said this and Butler said that. What the hell? I mean, sometimes these people, I tell you, it's like they can't wait to hear me say something so they can try and put me down. You know? Why somebody can't say the good things that I do? You know, as Balotelli always say, why always me? Eh? What the hell?
But I'm glad you understand, you know. And you see, that's why I have to respect you. You say you try chat the road the right way, that's nothing really bad. Because you know, say, man, I go on talk about it and thing. But I listen to the video and you say, I listen to the video.
Provisional squad.
In the provisional, yeah, in the squad. But again, Butler, on Instagram, you put up a video where you say Whisper in the Gold Cup squad. So you contradict yourself.
So let me ask you a question. If you have a provisional Gold Cup squad, is it an achievement that the youth is in the squad?
Yes, but not in the squad direct. If you go to the Gold Cup, him they get picked yet, him they get selection yet for that squad there. But him there in the 50 man will register. So that don't mean him in the Gold Cup squad. So when the Gold Cup squad, after the 2 games, them pick the 2 Gold Cup squad now, and him in there, you put the video on Instagram and say. So I get where you come from, but people would have seen it as you same day at the Gold Cup squad. You understand?
Put it this way, my friend. As far as I know, he will go with the players.
Yeah, he will go to Austria. But what I want you to do to kind of clarity, because people saying it out, they say Whisper in the Gold Cup squad, you know. So what you should do now, Craig, say, hey guys, in the pool going for the friendly game and all of them things there. You don't know yet if I'm going to be in the Gold Cup squad, the 23, because they might cut it from 30 to 23.
How you know they will cut it from 30 to 23?
Because a 23 player can only be a part of the Gold Cup squad. It can't, no more player can come in. It's going to be 23.
Suppose them carry 20 to 30, and then if anybody get injured, they pull out one.
They probably can do that. They probably can do that. But they won't allow on the bench or anywhere.
So all we need for now,
is
that them doing their best.
Okay.
And them, yeah.
Okay. Which is good. I'm glad you have to try to keep out a problem. Yeah, so that's just good. You understand?
One thing I can tell you, this is one of the youngest players to ever get called up to Jamaica's World Cup squad to represent Jamaica in an official game at 17 plus years old. And we all should celebrate and be proud of the kid. Yeah? At the same time, for me, it's supreme pride because I know years ago when Leon and Kyle and Kivon and I went to Pioneer, right? So the world would know about Jamaican players. I am looking now and I'm seeing Shamar Nichols going through Belgium. So many players going all over the Europe now. And none of that was happening before Leon Bailey went through. So we made Europe believe that Jamaican players were good enough.
That's
None
true.
of that was happening. Yeah, so for me, my life's work, I've been successful. I achieved what I wanted to achieve. And what I want to see now is the coach picking the best players. So if the best players come from Phoenix, pick the whole of them. If the best players come from Harborview, pick the whole of them. But pick the best and do it in an unbiased way. You understand? And that's what I want to see. And God has blessed me with my final little years to be able to see a coach come in. And whether he's being true or not, what he's doing is really impressive. Yeah?
Yeah.
How many national coaches without before Reggae Boyz you saw that actually went to academies and went to